Hey VC, Jeff, back again, starting again because I thought left the door open. Um, yeah, it's been a week. I've been working at home, so had quite the stack to show. Some new acquisitions, and some revisits. I'm gonna try to. I tried to stack them. I'm going it good, bad, and ugly order, so kind of front load it because I know these when these listing tags are getting pretty big, it's getting kind of tedious to watch and so on. And a couple things. So it seems that Sean got carjacked yesterday, lost his phone, lost his car. So he's kind of semi-quiet mode. I guess he has a laptop or something because he's just been communicating through Facebook messages. So drop him a line if you can. Um, yeah, and I got a replacement stylus for my old Empire cartridge. Had a 3000, was it 3000, 2000, 3000, I think it was 3000, 3002E, or I think that's what it's called. Um, yeah, so I wasn't sure if it was still good because I hadn't used it in like 20 years. So I just bought a new stylus for it. So I just got like the cheapest Japanese made stylus I could get. The good news is it works. The bad news is I when I took off my old head shell and I was trying to put the case, or not the case, but the protector on the stylus, I bent the stylus on my Nagaoka. Oh boy! So that was, I'd say the even though the specs are not anywhere near as good, the Nagaoka, was it the MB, I think it was MB10, 110 or whatever. It definitely sounded better, but it could just be because I'm not using the highest end stylus. So I just didn't want to throw $150 at a cartridge I wasn't sure worked. But it works, so maybe it's worth upgrading. But rip Nagaoka. Anyway, 2 minutes in, I'm just gonna jump right in. So front loading this guy. So here we go. So was at a store. It's around Baltimore area. Found this used. This is Acid Mother Temple and Melting Paradiso UFO. There's a lot of Acid Mother Temples. The Paradiso bit just has something to do with the lineup. So depending on the lineup or this, like, kind of the style they're playing, they change their name a little bit. The packaging on this is amazing. It's this is a reissue from like 2 or 3 years ago. So it's like that Neil Young thing. So like even the I don't know if you can see that, but the insides are, it's like all the cardboard or whatever is double printed, and it's like it's got like glossy imprints and everything. So I'm not sure. I think this is like their first proper album, but it says a double LP. It's got like an early version of Pink Lady Lemonade, but it's not as good as the later versions. This one's a lot. It's coming more from like a noisy end of things. It's not. They're definitely not as jammy, or yeah, they're a little more noise oriented. Like they're coming more from the oh, what's that band? The one that does High Rise. Yeah, they're coming more from like a high rise direction on this guy. Not my favorite, but it's, yeah, I got it for a decent price. I don't care. Just wanted some more. Have some other, saw that is a pristine condition. Really nice packaging, black editions. So if you see black editions, that's a really nice packaging, pressing, etc. Then I picked this up. This is probably my favorite of the stuff I picked up. So this is, I believe it's their, so this is Toshiko Akiyoshi, so Japanese jazz pianist. She came over to the States like at some time in, I think in the late 50s, mid to late 50s, something like that, maybe early 60s, I think late 50s. Kind of established herself doing like quartets, things like that. But her real passion was big band. So I think this is not the original cover. Original cover had her face on it, like a black and white portrait. This is the second pressing, which they changed it to be a little cooler. I don't know. So she started doing this, I think, in the early 70s. This one says 78. But, I want to say this is the first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first big band she did with her husband, Lou Tabakin. I like the one with the blue cover a little bit more. If you can't go wrong with either one, they're not terribly expensive. So I paid $8 for a really clean copy. So I've seen them cheaper in Japan. They go for like a few bucks. They're bargain bin. I want to say this. I think I saw like in the liner notes this at the time was the biggest selling album ever in Japan, or the biggest selling jazz album. I'm not sure, one or the other, or both. Yeah. So Kogun. So if you see the black and white photo of her face, like she's something like that, or this, excellent, worth picking up. If you see the one with like the blue velvet curtain with Akiyoshi, sorry, I'm messing her name up. Akiyoshi Lu Tobacco Big Band. So that one I like a little bit better. It's a little more avant-garde. It borders on like what's her name, Carla Bley, a little bit, but it doesn't really get too free jazzy or anything. But it's really nice stuff, modern big bass. That one's more like Eastern Sweets material, that kind of sound. Ellington. Yeah, this one was a little disappointing. Double album, art ensemble, Chicago, Paris sessions. My understanding of this is some kind of comp. This is definitely one of their more out there outings. Definitely not for everyone. Yeah, the more I pick up, I do like the one I had. I forgot the name. It's like yellow cover. I like that one a lot more than this one, and I think sometimes like their solo stuff's a little stronger. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe slightly disappointed with this, but I don't. I wanted to say this comp. It's kind of a comp. It has a lot of the. I don't know if it's the same recordings as their studio albums or whatever. Or maybe it is the same as the studio. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. But the songs, all or most of them, will appear on other albums that predate this one. So, but yeah, someone tagged it as a comp on Discogs. We'll see. This one again, it's not bad, but it's a little disappointed on it. Old Table, Sexual Reproduction. When I looked at this, I was expecting it to be a little more experimental, but it's definitely in that very lo-fi home recording style, pretty primitive vocals, etc. That being said, it's decent. It came in like a very dark, clear purple vinyl, whatever. That's it. But it looks almost black until you hold it to the light. But yeah, it's all right. I don't know, I took a chance. I was a blind buy. I just went by the description on Discogs. Everyone gave it a 5 but me. So, 3.5 or 4 maybe. This one I was actually considering purging, but on listening to it, this is really freaking good. I guess that's why I had it in my collection. I've had this since it came out. Jawbreaker, 24-hour revenge therapy. So I don't know, are they considered? I guess they're kind of considered early emo-ish. I don't know, but yeah, definitely predates the Blink 182s and all that. Matter of fact, I saw Blink 182 when they were a local band to me. I saw them in the high school stadium for free at some point. They were crap even back then. Yeah, I like that early emo stuff. I don't care for it for the most part, which is why I was thinking about purging this. But yeah, it is damn good. 4.5, maybe a 5. It is really good. So I am actually considering picking up some more Jawbreaker. I've owned other ones on CD, and I no longer do. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, revisited this one. I just want to pop it back on the shelf. Cheer Accident. This is their most recent studio album, though I think they released a live album immediately after this one. Yeah, so, yeah, it's on Skin Graft, I kind of tells you enough. So, kind of noise rock, but they can actually play their instruments. They do a very straightforward copy of Dream Police on here that you would pretty much think was Cheap Trick if you didn't know better. So, great sounding album, and yeah, kind of fairly accessible noise rock, I'd say. Cheer Accident, 4.5-ish on that. What else I got? Captain Lockheed and Starfighters. Still a great album. Still don't care for all the little skits in between the songs. I just want it to rock. So it's kind of side project for several of the members of Hawkwind, so yeah, so it's like more than half a Hawkwind. I think even, yeah, Lemmy's on here, I want to say. But anyway, really good. At the store, yeah, there was 2 really clean copies. They go roughly about $20-25 each. It's worth it. I think the UK version had like gold letters, because I didn't feel like paying $5 more for that. It's one of those albums, like, you don't see that often, but it's like, eh. So I'll go for they're both clean. I'm just going to take the cheaper copy. Anyway, this one, it was a recommendation from Andrew. This one's kind of been growing on me. Spiritual Warfare in the Greasy Shadows, and the album's name is Ad Hoc. I think I got it through Bandcamp. They may or may not still have it. I want to say this was originally like a tape, and then they reissued it, I think, last year on vinyl. Very unique. I find it kind of gets it gets old after a little while. Like, this is one of those bands that almost would work better as a 10-inch or a 7-inch, but when it really rocks, it rocks. So it's really hard to describe. Yeah, yeah, experimental rock, folk, by way of avant-garde, and garage, and it's everywhere. It's extremely unique. It's worth a stream at the very least. Yeah, it's may or may not be your cup of tea, but it's kind of been growing on me the more I listen to it. It is very unique. This one I'm still like, yeah. Sorry, Sean. I'm still around 3.5, maybe 4 on this one. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward post-punk. It's okay. It's not great. Sorry, Sean. Yeah, that one I bought new for, like, I don't know. I paid shipping, so it was about $7 shipped. This one still I bought last week. I showed it last week. Indian Summer Cherry Smash. Very short. It's only it's a 12-inch, but it could have been a 7-inch. Very short. It'd be generous to call it a mini LP, because I think it's 15 minutes at most. Yeah, that kind of proto-emo DC area sound. Members went on to like form like Clutch and a bunch of other somewhat famous bands, but they were pretty big in the straight edge all age show kind of circuit, and I certainly saw them back then. Yep. Revisited this guy. Yeah, again, it's that black edition. It's really nice packaging. Yeah, everything's like that kind of gloss and whatever. It's just really nice packaging all together. Has like a little some nice inserts in there. So what this is that kind of noisy Japanese like kind of stuff. And the funny thing is probably KG High Nose my least favorite on here. This one's actually growing on me. I'm definitely going to pick up some additional material by a couple of the bands on here. But this one's growing on me. It's really nice. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having it on CD as opposed to this thick ass thing. But it is really nice packaging. Keep going. I got a pretty big stack here. I've had this for a really long time. I think it's on Norton. Yep, it is on Norton. So Norton, if you like this, you're gonna like this. It's getting that same kind of wheelhouse, that kind of rockabilly, all this kind of stuff. Both of these pretty damn solid albums, 4.5 all day long. This guy too is pretty damn solid. Kings of Men Volume 2. I think this is like a live recording. I'm not sure the whole story on that. I don't think it even says on here. Does it say? Does it say? I don't think it's. Yeah, it doesn't say. It sounds like it's a live recording, but does not have Louie Louie, but it does have a lot of their other big hits. So I do need to get Volume 1 at some point. Hopefully I'll run into that pretty soon. Yep. This one I bought new old stock. This is 4th or 5th album. I don't know. The big hit on this was People Got the Power, or Have the Power. Yeah, People Had the Power. So pretty solid outing for all day long. And that try to get through the rest of these fast. Revolting Cox, single stainless steel revolver providers. Oh, those revolvers. Okay, providers. So side project ministry, slightly more dancey, I guess. Yeah, excellent. But yeah, it's a single. Excellent album, 9 Inch Nails, first album. Decent pressing, nothing special. I was thinking about purging this, but I'm thinking I might hold on to it a little longer. So Fuck a Seagull's second or third album, don't know. 3.5, 4, I don't know. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, so I hold on to it a little longer. ICQ on K-Rex, it's that, what do you call that? It's not quite, I think they call it downbeat. It's not quite trip hop. It's, you know, if you like that kind of stuff like Stereolab or what was the Portishead, it's in that kind of wheelhouse. If you like that, you like this. It's pretty good. It's mini, I guess it's because they're like a mini LP. It's not like super long, or EP, I don't know. But 4-ish is fun. You can get them cheap. And the stuff I'm probably purging. Not that it's a bad album. It's just, yeah, it's a little too fusion-y. This is that Kazumi Watanabe. I like his earlier stuff where he started getting way fusion-y. This is a little too kind of that 80s fusion stuff. Awesome cover though. I'm kind of tempted to keep it just for the cover because it is a kick-ass cover. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sell that. I might have the Discogs to get the good money on it. I don't know. This one was a find. I'm leaning towards purging it. Not that it's a bad album. It's just very bluesy. Climax blues band. More blues than blues rock, maybe. The dude from Hills Got Ears or whatever, Heels Got Eyes, whatever the hell is it. Yeah, so it's a promo copy. It's pretty clean on the inside other than the cover being beat. I'd say it's a really good album, but yeah, I don't know. It's just not one I feel like I'm going to be listening to. Again, a really good album, just not one I'm not listening to. It's getting purged. Thomas Dolby, is it Flat Earth or something? Flat Earth, yep. Again, really good album, just not, yeah, really clean copy too. Hopefully I get a few bucks for this trade. Goodbye Yellow Road. I think I'm just going to stick with the best ofs for Elton John for the few times I do listen to it. And I bought this old new stock. It's, again, kind of like a middle album. So Steve, I'm kind of on the, I may or may not purge this. I can't remember. I think it just barely made the cut this time. So that's what I got. And one CD, or one 7-inch shorty. I think Sean gave this to me a while back. Skin Graft, Noise Rock. You know what you got, and pretty good 4-ish. And then just quick on CDs. This one is really damn good. Voltaire Brothers. I see them pretty electric. So it's very much in the funkadelic range. If you like P-Funk, you'll like this. 4.5 all day long. Really, even though it's got that cheesy airbrush cover, this is damn good. I highly recommend. This was a Goodwill find. This is the Canadian version, which is 1 disc. I think the American versions are 2 discs. Damn good. I highly recommend this one if you see it. If I find volume 2, I will definitely pick it up. This is more the, I think you call it like roots reggae. I'm not a reggae guy, but this, better than Bob Marley is what I'm going to say. 4.5 all day long. You see it, buy it. This one's a 5, so thank you. I think Steve turned me on to Helen Money, not her real name, it's her recording name, or her band's name, I don't know. But yeah, in the liner notes she does not even go by Helen Money, so I don't know if that's the band name or just like the name she records under. But anyway, I think she was playing, what, cello? It's like, yeah, cello and piano, and then she's running it through a shit ton of electronics. So it's very kind of experimental, droney, good stuff. That's a 5 all day long. Helen Money Atomic. I streamed some of her other albums. They didn't appeal to me as much, but this one really good. I picked up the first 3 of these. This is hard to read. UFO Club in Tokyo, Volume 2. One of my favorite clubs in Tokyo. They specialize more in the garage and psych stuff. This has a lot of the more obscure bands. Most of this is 2004. So most of these are kind of like late 90s recordings. Pretty damn good, and you can get that one pretty inexpensively. I got to see these guys before. I think they're more of a live band. They might be out of Detroit. I think they're from that area, but they got that kind of Detroit rock. Dictators, Stooges, that, kind of somewhere in between those two. Moto. I think Kill Moto is the title. Yep, this one's signed by. Who's the guitarist? I think I don't know. He might have passed. I don't know. I can't remember. There was a story, I think, recently about him. Something came out. Hopefully he's still around. But yeah, pretty good one. Pretty solid 4. This is a pseudo comp. It's basically their 2 albums. Rape Man, Steve Albini is the one he did between Big Black and Shellac. Most people who are in the know seem to think this is the best band of the 3. Maybe. I don't know. I think I give a slight edge to Big Black just from, I don't know, nostalgia's sake, I guess. But yeah, pretty damn good. Highly recommend. At least 4.5 there. I was thinking about purging this, but I think I'm going to hold on to it. It's a Gorilla. As far as I know, this is maybe their only full-length album. I have a bunch of their 7-inches. So Sean, if you really like Gorilla, maybe I'll see. I probably don't need all of them. Might lighten the load a little bit. Yep, excellent comp. Poison Girls, Real Women. I used to have some stuff on vinyl by them. I sold it, unfortunately, but I just bought the comp just because it has pretty much all their good songs on it. So kind of very political, female vocals. I think the band's like half ladies and half men or something, but yeah, very political. They kind of skirt dub. They skirt, like your crass, your anarcho-punk stuff. It kind of falls in between. So I describe it. It's not as harsh as your crasses or whatever. Porno for Pyros. Probably would never buy this on vinyl unless I saw it really cheap, but yeah, it's enjoyable, nostalgia trip, whatever. Pretty good album. This one I'm leaning towards purging. I don't know. It cost me like $1, whatever. Very uneven album. They're kind of style-wise all over the place on this, but it does rock. So I don't know. It's got but they can't decide if they're the Birds or they're doing 7-man army or whatever the hell that crap is. What's his name? Yeah, I never liked him. But anyway, this one's really good, but I just don't see myself listening to it. Melinda Doolittle. I think this might be on Blue Note. I'm not sure. But it's in that kind of vein. More bluesy, but vocal. Yeah, really good stuff, but yeah, it's just, I just don't think I'm going to listen to it, so I've got to make a little room. It is actually legit very good. Same with this. It is actually a really good Bob Dylan album. I just don't, I got the classic albums. I don't think I'm going to listen to this so much. And then probably going to hold on to this one. This is just a comp of Peter Gabriel called Shaking the Tree. 16 great golden hits right there. It's got your Sledgehammer and stuff. Yeah, I could probably do with just Sledgehammer on 7-inch or something, but until I find one, I'll hold on to that. So I'm going to end right here because this is running long. It was a hell of a stack. So have a good one, guys, and yep, hopefully Sean's going to get his car back without doing anything too crazy. Yep, take care.